This is the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
Hey, everybody.
Hi.
Hey. We have national treasure Maggie Dent on the show today.
Yeah.
And if you are worried that your kid is always playing with its doodle, she's here to help.
We've
She's
got the
here to help.
answers for you.
Yep. Also, we talk about the big thing that happened at a wedding that wasn't the bride and groom getting married.
Yeah, they were good, actually.
Pricey breaks in here and bangs on about Bluey.
We'll give that a run. What did we kick the show off
We
with?
couldn't stop her. We
What
did
do you
talk
mean?
About,
We talked about sleeping naked. And my jock drawer.
Yes,
Yeah, that just
was
makes
it.
sense.
And something else.
This is Nathan, Nat and Shaun.
On Nova 937.
6:04, Nathan and Shaun. How is everybody?
Hi, everyone.
Wonderful, Nat. You?
Terrific.
And yourself?
Thank you for asking. Nathan?
Swell.
Good times, people.
Do you mean swollen? Okay, just checking.
Just swell. I'm doing.
Remember that time you just got out of bed and your knee was swollen, you hurt yourself?
Yeah, remember
You did nothing.
No, yeah, my iPhone needed an update, and it said it just finished updating, so for some reason that was the most important thing, to get out of my bed as quick as possible. And basically broke my knee. That's age.
Don't you have your phone next to your bed?
No, my phone's next to my bed, but my Apple Watch is over on a set of drawers
Okay.
where I have my jocks in.
Good to know. If everybody's
And his thongs.
add that to the blueprint, everybody.
And a whole, 2 drawers full of pyjama pants. Weird.
Wow.
Gotta get rid of those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good time.
Because you're now sleeping naked.
Well, you're an adult.
I would never sleep naked. I don't want my doodle touching me. Don't want myself getting fresh with myself.
But sometimes you've got to take what you can get.
I'm getting ideas.
Hey, nice moves.
Well, I think we've set
I hope
the
I
tone
call
for the
myself
day.
tomorrow.
If you've been waiting to skip the school holiday crowds for your next trip, now's your chance.
Yeah, take a sneaky weekender with whatif.com.
Just imagine the quick airport check-ins.
Book accommodation and more on the What If app.
What if it's Aussie for travel?
Congratulations to Andrew Gaff and his partner Emma. They're married.
Oh,
It's really
That's lovely news.
wedding season, isn't it?
Really
When it's
nice,
off
isn't it?
season for the
well,
footy.
the footy plays. It is.
Yeah.
But it wasn't all smooth sailing.
No, Shaun, they had to evacuate the wedding because of the bushfire threat. They were at a popular city beach park, and then
No, the Quarry Amphitheatre,
Yeah.
which is a beautiful wedding venue.
Yeah,
It's
that's
so
beautiful.
gorgeous.
the fire started at Bowl Park around 9 p.m. Guests are understood to have been quickly ushered out of the venue as the blaze quickly took hold. A witness described seeing guests leaving in a taxi, one of them holding an uncut wedding cake.
But you imagine it's like, that's a lot of responsibility.
That's when you really go, oh, we shouldn't have got 5 tiers. Damn it, why didn't we just go mud cake from Coles?
The other thing, too, about that venue is you have to go down all these stairs. So the
they're
marquee's
carrying
at
the
the
cake
bottom
all
of
the-
it. You've got to go up to get to the car park. So somebody had to carry that
That is so
cake
funny.
all the way up the stairs.
Well,
I
they said that they were fine, though. They just went to Elliot Yeo's pub, the Broken Hill Hotel. It's
good to
Went to
know.
Broken Hill and Vic Park, which is easy.
But that's not close, though. That's quite a way away.
But at least you know what? They had a friend with a venue.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
right.
just wonder, they must have done it outside because it's a bit of a marquee that you always put up outside there. But there would have been other patrons there that were trying
Yeah,
to
it's
just
like-
go about their business.
Yeah.
There's a dining area, obviously.
Can you get out? We need to have a wedding.
Do you know what? It's a weird thing, isn't it? Because I'm pretty sure the bride and the groom, and probably mostly the bride, wants to make sure that her wedding day is just about the wedding and the union of
Well,
them
it's
together.
planned. It's planned to within an inch of its life, you know. So every little detail is thought about, agonised over. You've made all these decisions, and then everything is out of your control. It's
And
literally just thrown up in the
Suddenly,
air.
the story from your wedding isn't the union of you and your partner. It's something else. The other day, there was a video floating around at a guy. So people started giving him flack about it, but it was obviously organised. It was the moment where a bride was about to throw her bouquet behind her, and instead she turns around and she walks straight over to her best friend and hands her best friend her bouquet, and her best friend goes, "What the hell's happening?" Then she spins her around, and then her best friend's boyfriend is on his knee proposing to her. So at that wedding,
I mean, the
everyone would have
golden
been
rule,
talking
yes.
about that proposal, but they were cool.
I know.
It was all
It's obviously set it up, but the golden rule is don't propose at someone else's
I know,
wedding.
that's amazing.
But so at that wedding, everyone would have been talking about the proposal. Andrew guessed everyone's talking about the evacuation.
Evacuation, the fire.
Yeah. We're talking about weddings and, Harry?
My sister's wedding, March last year. Everyone's boozed up. It's about 10 o'clock. The dance floor is firing up. My cousin comes up to me, and the music's so loud. And she's going, rah, this happened. This happened. I'm like, what? Shaun died.
Oh.
That was the thing that was... Yeah.
So that's all everyone was talking about from that point on.
From about 10 o'clock, that was spreading like wildfire around the wedding.
Yeah.
I was just thinking,
what
okay.
a buzzkill.
I'm going, okay, hang on. It's my sister's wedding. It's already been cancelled due to COVID. I'm going to mourn tomorrow. I'm going to mourn Warnie tomorrow.
Your best friend, Warnie.
Yeah, of course.
Did that drop the atmosphere of the wedding? Because everyone would have, as you said, everyone would have been talking about.
The uncles are keen cricketers, so they were a little bit...
so everyone was down? The dance floor thinned out pretty quickly.
No, everyone just pretty much separated the two major events. One's very positive, one's very negative.
Well, you have to ask yourself, what would Warnie want us to do in these circumstances? And it would definitely be continue the party.
I don't think it affected things too much.
But you at
while
least
being
know...
respectful.
In 20 years' time, when people go, where were you when Shaun died? You know. You're at your sister's exactly where you were.
That's right.
That's amazing.
The question we're asking is the big thing that happened at your wedding or a wedding that you went to that wasn't the bride and groom getting married.
No.
So there was another story that totally eclipsed it. We're going to give somebody something really, really great.
What is it?
How about $150 to spend at Autobahn Mechanical?
How about that?
Well, don't lose your cool this summer and save on an aircon regas at Autobahn Mechanical for just $169, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Google Autobahn today, guys.
All right, so what happened at the wedding that wasn't the bride and groom getting married and could have been your wedding, could have been some guy's wedding. Paula's in Greenwood. Good morning, Paula.
Good morning.
Hi, Paula.
Okay, so whose wedding was it and what went down?
It was my younger sister's wedding. She got proposed to. She wanted a particular sentimental date to get married on, but everything was fully booked out.
Okay.
Until the World Cup dropped the English match date.
Yes.
On her wedding day that she wanted.
So it freed everything up.
Suddenly everything got cancelled and she could have anything.
But also then, did anybody want to go to her wedding?
Yes, because she decided to stop her wedding halfway through. Everybody piled into the bar on the side, and they all watched the match during the wedding and then went back in and carried on.
Lovely. 95 minutes, done.
That's great.
That's including stoppage time, obviously.
Was she a fan of the game, Paula?
She is. She is an avid soccer fan, yeah.
See, that's a good thing for her because it's not out of the
This is a win-win.
world if that's a bride
and she gets the venue she wants.
Yeah, exactly. What do you think about those weddings? And that happens every year where the bride is not a fan, so they have it on a grand final day or World Cup day or whatever, but...
And
most of the audience
the reluctant guests are like,
Paula, did they have a win?
Yes, they did.
It makes a difference to the party,
celebration to the party, yes. And she got a super great discount too because nobody wanted the venue.
Perfect. Supply and demand.
That's right. Win-win-win. Thanks, Paula. Wendy's in Baldivis. Hello.
Hello there.
Hi, Wendy. Wendy, talk to us. What went down at the wedding?
Well, unfortunately, it was at 3 different weddings. I'm just a bad luck charm. First of all, at my cousin's wedding, his grandmother had a stroke at the wedding and had to be taken to hospital.
Oh no, Wendy.
Wendy, that's a massive downer. Thank you.
What time was that in the night?
It was in the daytime. It was first thing in the day.
Oh, God.
Then at my sister's wedding a couple of years later, my gran was quite ill and my sister was due to ring her because she couldn't make the wedding, but unfortunately she passed away that morning.
Is that
Wendy? This is heartbreaking.
Wendy, sorry, is that the same grandmother? No,
different grandmother.
Stop taking grandmothers to weddings.
I know.
All right, what about
And then at my wedding, my mother fell down the stairs.
Wendy.
Was she okay?
Yeah, she was fine.
Okay, so now we can laugh about it. Thank you for telling us that.
Was it at all funny at all that night, or was it just like, oh no, Mum's fallen down the stairs, help?
Well, it was as we were having the photos taken, so it wasn't ideal.
Oh, God.
Is it like, I mean, if it was as the photo has been taken, that would be a great photo of your mum just like tumbling down the stairs like an action shot.
If I was there and I saw that happen...
And then the photographer says, can we just do that again? That's it.
I laugh at people falling over like that before I know if they're okay. And it's not, I'm not being mean. It's just that my reaction is like...
When you're just a monster.
I see the fall, not the hurt.
You ever been to a wedding, Wendy, where something good's happened?
Yeah, I've been to a lot of weddings, and everybody is still married at all of them.
That's rare. And what about the survival rate of all the guests? Is everyone okay? Everyone's living?
Mixed.
Not
everyone.
It was a long time ago. Maybe they've all passed away now.
Maybe you should be handing out stack hats as they walk in.
Thank you, Wendy. We need to keep on your good side, and don't come to our weddings, okay? We're discussing when something big happens at the wedding that's, not about the wedding.
They're the most exciting ones to go to.
And
Hi,
everyone's
James.
talking about it.
Hey, James, how are you, mate?
Good, yourself?
Yeah,
Wonderful,
good.
James.
What was the headline from the wedding, James?
So the bridal party were all on the dance floor kind of getting a photo from the photographer. And the photographer was, backing up a little bit more, taking a photo, backing up a bit more, taking a photo. Backed right up into the cake stand, and the entire cake just went over. I burst out laughing because it was just one of the most awkward things, and she got the full photo of like our faces and everything.
Oh, great!
And everyone else was shocked, and you had just nothing but glee on your face.
Well, it was pure gold. But it sucked. But we could salvage kind of the bottom tier of the cake.
Just sort of jam it back together.
The way they came around with the leftovers, and everyone just grabbed a handful.
That's exactly. A couple of drinks and no one kind of cared.
Exactly. It's a good story.
It was a bit of fun anyway.
But the cake is one of the most expensive things for a wedding, right?
How much is
And no one cares. Like, no one cares at the end of the day.
I know they're never under 1,000, are they? But when you get like tiers up, are they true? Are they?
I mean,
it just depends. But yes, Nathan.
There's a lot of variables then. Yeah.
And my favourite thing is James pisses himself laughing when he sees.
You're our kind of guy, James.
Oh, James, I'd sit on your table.
Thank you.
Oh, and then imagine if the mum fell down the stairs. Oh, I'd be laughing.
What a double act. Tracy's in Mandurah. Hi, Trace.
Hi.
Hi, Trace.
Trace. Now, what was the thing that everybody talked about after the wedding?
I was in the bridal party, and the bride's mother was so proud, so excited, couple of wines deep, and was following her daughter walking, and she ended up falling in the pond and got soaking wet.
That would be amazing. What an amazing thing to
witness. The only thing that could be better if she fell down the stairs into a pond.
It was the most funniest,
and took out the cake on the way.
Yes.
So what does someone do when someone's soaked at a wedding? Do you is it just everyone gets their napkins and starts dabbing on her?
Takes her to the toilet under the hair dryer?
She was 100% soaked. She had to go to her room and change into jeans and a T-shirt because that's all she had.
And she would have had a beautiful mother of the bride outfit and everything. And
she did, makeup done and all.
There's a special place in heaven for people that walk into ponds.
I know.
I think it's so great.
Was she fully submerged, Trace? Like, is one of those, or was it kind of just a bit wet? Or was she fully
to the shoulders?
Oh, my God.
That's the best. And ponds aren't it's not fresh water.
You
know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's duck poo and algae and stuff.
Algae.
Amazing.
That was great,
Thanks, Trace.
Let's finish off with David in Allenbrook. Hey, Dave.
Good morning. How are we?
Hey, we're good.
What happened at the wedding, Dave?
All right. So, preface this. I'm a professional.
All right, David, you hold on for 1 second. We're going to talk amongst ourselves because I need to hear your story.
And your line's really fuzzy. Yeah, fuzzy.
Yeah. Hello, someone in there. Can they pick up David, please?
I think we're going to end it here.
We've run out of time. Sorry, Dave, we'll never know the answer.
No.
Shaun?
Yes, we've got $150 to spend at Autobahn Mechanical, actually, Nat.
Yeah, who are you going to give it to?
I'm going to give it to Tracy about the pond.
Okay, you had us at Pond Scum.
I think we should have given it to David because we can hear a story. And I think it was going to be good. I need to hear that story.
I know, we're never going to know. We've got to get to the news with Ellie.
Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
Let's hear it for Coldplay from the best seats in the house, thanks to Bankwest.
All right, we're about to play a round of clocks up for grabs. We have premium Bankwest best seats, 2 of them, to see Coldplay's Music of the Spheres World Tour, plus concert club access with food and drinks as well. You're going to be looked after. Wow. These are the best seats.
Yeah, they are.
Great.
Our first contestant is Slajana from Como. Good morning, Slajana.
Hello. Good morning.
Hi, Slajana.
Where's that name from, Slajana? We haven't heard that before.
I'm Macedonian.
Yeah, cool.
Lovely.
There you go,
First Slajana that we've ever spoke to on our show.
What's the Macedonian restaurant you go to?
Oh, Chich. Small bar.
Yeah.
It's so good, isn't it?
Is it authentic?
Yes.
Yes.
No, I'm asking a Macedonian.
Oh, yeah, I go there with the Macedonian, so yes, and I know the owner. It's very authentic.
Slajana, okay. Have you got a good general knowledge? Because that's what's
I think
required
so.
today. Okay. Well, you're up
Give it a go.
You're up against Brooke from Clarkson. Good morning, Brooke.
Morning.
Hi, Brookie. How you going?
Yeah, good.
Yeah? Do you feel quick off the mark today?
I'm nervous, but yeah.
Oh, don't be nervous.
No. It's pretty simple. You guys are each going to get your own allotted period of time.
Now, the dice decides.
Sean's going to roll the dice, and we're going to find out what that is. And then it's just simply you trying to answer as many questions as you can correctly in that period of time.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Sean, throw the dice for
Slajana goes
Slajana.
first. Here we go. The die never lies. Oh, that's a 6, Nath. Get away with that one.
A 6. That's top of the pops. You've got 63 seconds, Slajana. Nathan is going to be your quiz master.
All right, Slajana,
Okay.
you ready?
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Your 63 seconds starts now.
What is the first name of Taylor Swift's current boyfriend?
Pass.
Travis. Where in the world did sushi originate?
Japan.
China. Kickflips and ollies are moves in which sport?
Skateboarding.
Yes. How many valves does the heart have?
4.
Yes. What dog breed is the Dulux paint dog?
Pass.
Old English sheepdog. Which metal has the chemical symbol Fe?
Iron.
Yes. What freeway passes the Fiona Stanley Hospital?
Kwinana.
Yes. What is a group of crows called?
Murder.
Yes. In which part of the body would you find the cruciate ligament?
Leg.
Knee. What animal did Britney Spears famously carry on her shoulders during the 2001 VMA's performance?
Snake.
Yes. All pickles start out as which vegetable?
Cucumber.
Yes. How long is an Olympic swimming pool in metres?
Oh, time's up. Do we?
Are we paying the last one?
All right, so if we answer, so we're establishing the rule, if we ask the question and the time runs out, if they answer it correctly, done.
That was 8.
That was very impressive.
That was great.
Wow.
Was
Macedonia's
really
best, obviously.
I know. All right, Brooke. Tough to beat. Sean's going to throw the dice for you, see how much time you get.
Natalie will be the
Here we go,
quizmaster.
Brooke. The die never lies. A good spin, and that is 1.
Well, this is exactly what you did yesterday.
No,
But
the die did.
the other way round. It's even a different dice.
Can you
so-
spin it again? I just want to see if this is you.
A fate.
Oh, Sean, keep it on the table.
Oh, you keep it on the table. You threw it off too. 6.
So you can't throw anything up. Okay, so Brooke, you have 31 seconds.
All right.
And
You can do it, Brooke.
I'm going to be asking the questions, Brooke. Oops.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Hey, the winner yesterday had 31 seconds,
That's
Brooke.
right. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right, let's do it.
Your 31 seconds starts now.
Which fictional land does the wardrobe lead to in C.S. Lewis's The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe?
Narnia.
Yes. What is pi written out to 2 decimal places?
3.14.
Yes. Highland Games are a cultural tradition of which country?
Iron.
No, Scotland. Characters Brooke and Ridge are from which long-running US soap opera?
Old and Beautiful.
No, Days of Our Lives. In which? Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
Bold and
that was
Beautiful.
wrong.
That's wrong.
You're right. In which language does konnichiwa mean hello?
Japanese.
Yes. How many oceans are there on the Earth?
7.
5.
5, 7 C's.
Yeah.
4. The time.
4.
Brooke, you were very good at this.
You're both very good at it. Imagine if you had an extra 32 seconds.
So she got exactly half of what
Exactly.
Slajana got. So yeah.
Does that make it a draw?
I know.
No, Slajana wins.
Slajana wins.
Sean.
Slajana, well done.
Premium Bankwest Best Seats, 2 of them, to see Coldplay's Music of the Spheres World Tour this November at Optus Stadium, plus concert club access with food and drinks. Well done.
Amazing. Thank you.
So good.
Done. They were really good today.
They were,
I know.
Both contestants.
Actually, really good.
Yeah. Well, we're going to do it all over again tomorrow, everybody.
We're due for a shocker.
Yeah, that's true.
We're due for a shocking round.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
The one, the only Maggie Dent is in the house. Welcome back, Mags.
Morning, Maggie.
Are my favourite people in WA.
You just get in WA here.
Oh, that's nice, actually. Not in Australia.
What do you
I'm
mean
glad you clarified that,
Why
Maggie.
didn't you just have stopped after favourite people?
We didn't want to get ahead of ourselves.
Why did you have to put a qualifier on that?
All around. I love
all
it.
around.
Too late.
Well, we do know that we're, you know...
You are. We go back a long way.
Yeah, we do.
You made Kate Ritchie cry, though.
Yeah, that was...
Part of our Nova team.
I mean, the video of
Who
that
would
is
have
up on
thought?
our socials so that people
I
can
know.
relive the moment when you
I
made
know.
Kate Ritchie
It's
National
amazing.
Treasure cry.
A lot of people really connect with what you got to say, Maggie, but that, what you had to say, and the people that haven't seen it, fill them in about the point where Kate really emotionally connected with what you said.
I was explaining how when most females go to bed, that we just don't drop asleep like most men.
Yeah.
Because you go into a single box sleep, boom, and women go in there and then they revisit every decision they made during the day. But we don't just do kind of like, oh, I didn't do it, they didn't eat enough broccoli and shivers. They go right ahead to next year's, book week and trying to work out the costume. And then they've gone back and beaten themselves up with something I did at their 21st. And then they go forward again and they're looking at, will they be able to get to university? And oh my God, when those dance shoes, they might wear it. So we do this whole ruminating loop that can keep us awake for hours.
You think someone will knock you on the head with a fry pan?
Well, it could, but at the end of the day, it means we don't get enough sleep, and then we wake up tired, and then with the loop starts again.
Yeah.
And I think for Kate that particular day, she's a solo mum quite a lot of the time. She was pretty wary, and it nailed everything. She felt, and that's what we've had. Like, it's gone nuts.
Oh, there was a wave of everyone,
but
women coming in. Oh my gosh!
The conversations is what.
Yes.
Suddenly there were guys going, oh, really? What, you just can't turn it off?
Yeah.
That's what resonated with me, Maggie, because I'd just gone through probably in that 24 hours seeing that was the same thing at my household, and I couldn't believe my wife would. Well, I just went to bed, and she got up. Because she's thinking about my son going off to camp and then the other kids. And she was up till midnight just changing stuff and wondering if you had enough water, enough food, and this bag was packed properly and all these things. What happens if this happens? And you didn't have enough pairs of jocks or socks.
I just chuck a leg ham in a backpack and push it out the door.
Nathan, 100%.
I know, but the mental load is part of it. Like, even the basic mental load to keep the household running and keep the kids, their schedule. Yeah, the guys, you're very happy to go, oh, yeah, I'll pick them up. But you have to be told when to pick them up and where to pick them up from.
Worse now.
Yes, that's right. On top of that,
I only got a school note in the bottom of a bag, lucky if they brought it home, maybe once a fortnight.
Yes.
To keep up with everything today, now if you've got kids at school or daycare, you've probably got 3 or 4 apps, and they're all messaging if you've got more than one child, and then you've got your dance and your sport, and everyone's got these WhatsApp.
Yes.
So
and it's
how
constant.
you can spend 45 minutes just trying to work out what did that change?
Yes.
And then of course you're trying to order lunch, and so it's like the digital world has just amped it right up.
For sure.
That means those things are also going through your brain. And, what we need to shift those apps onto Dad's phone.
Yeah.
No, they won't. They
won't look at it. Nothing will ever
happen. We do have to say we are generalising here. There are dads that are listening and guys that are listening that do the same thing. They go through stuff in their heads, but
you will
as
talk
majority.
to the statistically significant number of us women, and whatever the reasons, they actually kind of felt pretty heard with that. Yeah.
And especially when you said, and then you were up all night worried about everything, and then the next day you'll add that into your guilt portfolio because you're tired.
And it's the guilt that we get drowned in afterwards, the guilt stick.
Maggie, we had our producer Amy just talking and asking you a question before. It just brings me back to when the kids were younger, and that was boys with their own penises and how much they
Now, Amy was telling that her husband Alex won't stop touching him. And then she said
some
that
of them never grow out of it. They're really connected.
Now her son James is doing the same.
Oh, look, it was one of those things. And can we mention it's Mothering Our Boy's 5th birthday this month, which who would have thought? Nobody wanted to publish it for me. I had to do it myself. And it is one of the things that a lot of mums needed to understand how precious that part of their anatomy is, because it's external. Right, you can hold it, and a warm hand apparently is really good. And I think then it becomes like a friend, like because it's external.
It's hard to explain, but I agree.
And presumably just feels
Shaun
good.
really tends to abuse his friend a lot.
I'd like to say a warm hand from Nathan's.
I knew it was going to go bad. I walked in here.
I mean,
but the young, all the boys are like fascinated.
So should you stop them? Is I guess the question because or teach them when it's appropriate.
It's often an attempt to regulate themselves because it's actually what helps them calm down when they're away from their safe big people. So sometimes, early child educators or the kids in those early years, when a little boy goes to do that, he's actually not trying to be a naughty, disgusting little boy. He's actually trying to calm himself down because at that moment he's dysregulated. He's feeling really unsafe.
Well, Shaun should be calm all the way through the show.
We need to talk to them about where that's okay.
Yeah.
And also that we don't shame a boy that does that in public because he's learning and they do get better, don't they, Nathan?
Yes.
At not doing it in public.
Right, and if you do, just wear a big overcoat.
Not suspicious.
Hey, if you've got a question for Maggie, now is a really good time to ask it.
Please ask.
13 24 10. We can talk about something else if you want to.
Or if it's just heaps of doodle questions. We're open to that. Yeah, this is like such an honour to be able to get some time with Maggie. You've got to understand how important this woman is.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
so
you're a big deal, Mags.
no question too big, no question too small. I just want to read a little bit from Maggie Dent's book, Mothering of Boys, and this is from page 93 under the penis. Let's start with an obvious statement here. Mums do not have penises.
She's not wrong.
Beautiful. Good.
It can be quite amusing when your son suddenly realises you don't have a penis, and indeed, I have heard some very funny stories about little boys really worried because their mummy lost her penis.
Yeah.
Where were they looking everywhere?
Yeah, they'd be just, where did it go?
Digging in the backyard.
I know.
How cute.
What panic would you go into? Is that going to happen to
Looking
me?
down the plug hole.
It could happen. It could happen to you, Shaun.
Found it in the drawer.
The way you're going. The way you're going, Shaun, it could
And
happen.
it's a different colour than what I thought it was going to be. Why is it glittery?
National treasure Maggie Dent is in the house. Maggie, this is amazing because you don't even live here. You've been nominated for the 2024 Senior Australian of the Year for WA.
I know, right?
And you don't live here.
I did say to them,
it's amazing.
But apparently because I was here for 53 years, and also WA really hasn't let go of me.
No,
Yeah.
we
I mean, we own you, sure.
And I'm still an ambassador to Telethon. I'm still an ambassador for all sorts of things in WA.
I mean, it'd be pretty funny if you got nominated in New South Wales as well and had to go up against
But
yourself.
it really means I'm finally old. I'm not.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
You're up against Jessica Tandy, who's passed.
When you have
also the old lady from the Titanic.
I wasn't ready for the senior bit. So
Maggie, can I tell
I'm really
you?
honoured. So maybe don't give it to me this time. Maybe when I'm really senior.
Okay, yeah,
and
yours.
old.
Can I say, we were at the Caravan and Camping Show one day, right? And this was one of Mum's most traumatic memories. And we're walking through, I just bought her this hat, this lovely sun hat, and she was feeling good. And as she was walking through there, this person clocked eyes with Mum and went through an entire crowd to grab her and then handed her a retirement home pamphlet.
It's the hat, obviously. Hurtful.
Mum's never put that hat on again. I said, it's not the hat.
Look, it's big.
Yeah.
You're a whippersnapper, we know it.
Yeah.
Lisa's in Baldarvis. Hi, Lisa.
Lisa.
Hi, guys. How you going?
Great. You need some help from Maggie.
I do. I'm just wondering how to navigate competing nature of siblings. Particularly, I've got a younger, almost 10-year-old autistic son who believes he should be on the same level on all things academic, physical, etc., as his 2.5-year-old brother. And it becomes quite complicated in the house in trying to navigate that he can't be on that same level and that, it comes to time.
It's an unfair contest.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so even though he's got that additional identity, which makes things a little confusing at times, let's be really honest that there are roosters and lambs in our kids. And our rooster kids, girls and boys, they're really a bit competitive because they do think that they are more important. Exactly, I'm far more important. Sometimes it's not the oldest. Sometimes it's, it's not birth order. And you'll know all the time they're trying to fight to be first. And therefore, it can be really, really irritating. So I think one of the challenges in that space is to be able to make sure they learn to lose well, do a lot of losing. So that's why Pass the Parcel shouldn't have changed its rules. We should be still making only one prize. We should, anything you can do over and over again, noughts and crosses, spot it games, and random things so that constantly he gets marinated in learning to lose and lose okay without it being a sign that I'm not okay, because that you can take forward into anything in life. Now, you do realise that they're not really going to take a lecture from us very often. So, in other words, it's more what we can change with the behaviour, and can you you fail a lot too, so they can see you failing and you're actually okay with failing, and it kind of models for them that we don't always have to win to be, you know, a decent human. I think.
So Lisa failing, would that be as simple as like burning dinner one night?
Yeah.
Or what would it?
He definitely got his competitiveness from his mother.
Oh, really? Don't you hate that mirror when it looks you right?
I know that's harsh, isn't it? So trying new things as well that you know you're not going to be good at.
Yeah, absolutely. And just gently pushing it in that space. But since you're
really sucking at bowling,
then both of you do the same training, please. That would be lovely.
Yeah.
Well done.
All right.
Good luck.
Good on you, Lise. Thank you. Kerry's in Wellard. Hello.
Hi, how you going?
Hey, Kerry.
Hey, Kerry, what's going on that you need Maggie's help with?
I've got 2 boys. One's just over 2 and one's almost 10 months.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I'm sending you great big love. Oh, you're busy.
And, yes. And my 2-year-old, or just over 2-year-old, he's showing a lot of his personality now and loves to throw things and kick and stuff like that. And, you know, we've tried sort of naughty corners and stuff, which tend to work, but then he thinks it's a joke, and then he'll, like, run around and play and that kind of thing. And he's, you know, he's talking a bit, but he's not full vocab yet. So it's that sort of just understanding how do we get him to, you know, because he'll either be doing it out of a tantrum or just for fun, throw something, and then we'll be like, no, you know, and then he'll just think it's a joke or...
Okay, let's go. Let's jump right in here. 2-year-olds, particularly 2-year-old boys, really have a tiny, weeny cognitive perception and understanding of exactly what we'd like them to do. So he's actually behaving beautifully normally. And also, you've got to remember, you've brought in, you know, a usurper that's taken a lot of your love and energy. So sometimes it takes to about 10 months before they realise this little character's not going anywhere. And sometimes what comes out of their physicality, because they can't tell you with words, can actually be what you might not like to see. But you've got to remember, physicality with a lot of boys is how they show they love them. So sometimes I want to jump on the baby, and it's because I want to play with you, but you're a little blob. So just make sure you're not telling a story that's actually not technically correct. Now, let me give you the best news ever for today. That punishment, we know that what punishment does, it damages the relationship you have with your parents, your core parents. So what you want, the more likely he's going to do what you want him to do as you go forward, is the more loved and safe he feels. So all of those things that, you know, naughty corners and timeouts and all those sorts of things are actually a separation, not a connection. They're a disconnection. So I want you to row up to him, rub his back and say, stop doing that now. So you connect with him in a warm, loving way. So I need you to stop doing that
go
now.
in the corner and play with your doodle.
Does that make some sense?
No, that's my 10-month-old, not my 2-year-old.
Well, no nappy. But can you see, once again, he's really developed mentally. This is kind of normal behaviour. It's going to be frustrating for a few years, but they're not deliberately trying to be naughty, and behaviourism only work really well for rats. So work on your relationship to be a tender, firm, loving parent, because when you get the balance right...
It's hard though, isn't it? So they're just throwing something, someone's been hurt, you're furious, and then you've got to like check yourself and then rub him on the back and be like, oh, it's okay, it's okay.
I don't think you meant to hurt your brother, but right now we don't do that. Boom, drop
so
it.
you need to calm yourself before you approach that
Absolutely.
situation.
So hard to do.
It's not easy, and it does get gradually better, but 4 could be a little bit more tricky. Good luck.
Yeah. Thanks, Kerry. Amy's in Guildford. Hello.
We'll send her a
Good morning.
Yeah, we'll send her.
Good morning.
Hi, Amy. Now, how can Maggie assist?
Well, I also have a 2-year-old boy.
Sweetheart.
He is, well, he's not struggling. I'm struggling with his volume control.
My mum went through this.
She's still going through it.
He just can't. He's just an 11 out of 10 all the time, and it sounds angry, but there's nothing in there. It's just all hot air. And he's intimidating his little cousin.
Oh, I know.
My ears. He yells in my ears.
Yeah. Okay. So the frustration of being a little boy who actually hasn't necessarily got enough words, who actually doesn't understand feelings and emotions, who's driven by all these developing things about I want, me, do, I, you know, all of that, is that they've got to get that energy out of the body. So at the moment it's through yelling and screaming.
Congratulations.
I know, it's such a frustrating thing because it triggers all of us. I mean, I had one of my grandsons like this, and oh man, when it was going. So what I did like to see is that sometimes either parent who's the calmest at the time, because they pick up our vibes, You know, they look at our face because we're already lost it. That's not a loving face. I'm going to scream a bit more. If the other parent's not as, you know, triggered by it, they come in and scoop them up and say, come on, let's go outside for a while and see if we can find some birds. So in other words, going to scoop you up because changing the location, sometimes it's a loving distraction, but they also see there's warm arms around him that make him feel, oh, someone's got me because I'm out of control. I need a grown-up to help me right now. And this is the only thing I've got. I've got nothing, no other tools in my toolkit right now. And that's frustrating for him. So they get really frustrated because this is the window. They want more autonomy. Yeah. And that's why you'll have meltdowns over what colour cup and, you know, that someone looked at them and, you know, whoever
you shouldn't
farted.
look at them, so.
So it's really, really frustrating in this window, but that's not a child deliberately doing it. So when they're calm, your job is to watch their energy levels so they don't escalate over. So when you see their voice coming up or their face starting, that's when you step in with a plate full of food. Or fart in their face or something that can lighten it in that moment before they tip over or, as Dan Siegel would say, flip their lid. If you can kind of ease into that space. But they do outgrow it, although, like I said, the worst years for boys, 2, 4, 8, 14, 18. Good luck.
I wash my hands.
There's a book coming.
Amy, and we'll give Amy a copy of Mothering Our Boys,
Good
which
on
is
you,
your
Amy.
guide as well. And you've got a podcast as well, The Good Enough Dad.
Oh, my God, how crazy is that?
Where you're chatting to a bunch of dads about just being good enough.
Amazing dads. You just
So you don't have to be the best, you just have to be good enough. It's the same for mums too, isn't it?
And every now and then they're sharing stuff that they thought they really buggered up with. And I said, can you see the gold under this?
Yeah, right.
And they go, oh, no. So beautiful dads, lots of beautiful dads.
So
I cried a lot.
John Butler.
John Butler's up today.
That's great.
Yeah.
What other guests you got? You got any sneak
you
peeks?
wouldn't believe it.
Hamish Blake's on there.
Yeah. Dave Campbell. Oh, my God, that's a big conversation when he drops that one, what you don't want to hear when you're a 10-year-old. Yeah. Ben Tannet's a big rugby player. He's coming. I've done the How To Dad in New Zealand. Oh, my God, I had to stop because I was wetting myself with laughing. He was funniest. He's a funny dude. Have you never seen him?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is really good.
All right, we'll be listening to that, Maggie.
So many.
It's weird you haven't asked Shaun McManus.
No.
You know why? Because there's no podcast long enough.
She's had Tristan McManus, which is practically the same thing.
How many kids has he got?
Yeah, he's got 3.
3.
Yeah.
Okay, it's good.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Maggie, we love you. Thank you.
Thanks,
so
Maggie.
good to see
Love
you
you all.
again.
Nathan, Nat, and Shaun podcast.
Nova's 20K Mystery Voices.
I listen to Nova.
Guess our mystery voices, and you could be off with 20K. Get into ABC Blinds, and you can save up to 40% with their October sale.
Oh, we're just one voice away from somebody winning $20,000 in Nova's 20K Mystery Voices.
I want it to be Janine.
Could it be Janine? Janine, do you need 20 grand?
Yeah.
Janine, are you there?
She needs 20 grand.
I'm here, yes.
Oh,
Can
thank
you hear
goodness.
me?
Yes, we can, Janine.
Do you really need 20 large?
Oh, it would be so good. It would be amazing.
What a dumb
I'm
question,
shaking.
Shaun.
I never get through.
Oh,
so
Janine.
How would a Janine spend $20,000?
I would spend it on a dog, not all of it. My husband wouldn't, and he's the one who got the name. So I'm not sure. We'd have to have a big chat about that tonight.
So let's talk about the dog.
What sort of dog do we want?
I just want something scruffy that is non-shedding, not fussy. Just
Okay, so
Are they
something
all those
probably with a
doodles
bit,
now?
it's a noodle.
Something with a doodle.
Right.
I mean, sorry.
Something with a doodle.
And how
yeah.
much are those dogs per kilo these days?
Well,
Good question, mate.
I'm not even sure. I don't know. I've been looking at all
I would
the
say
stuff.
$500 a kilo, I reckon.
The non-shedding ones, you get into the thousands, don't you?
Yeah, you're talking probably 4 to 5 at this stage, depending which one.
$4,000 to $5,000.
But that still leaves $15,000 for your husband to buy something else yourself.
It does. Yes, that's right. I know. So there'll be big conversations tonight if this goes
Well, this
through.
is dog money. We're looking at dog money.
Yeah, and if you win this dog on our
money.
show, can we name it?
Oh, I've got 2 kids, so I'm
care.
not sure. You'd have to take it up.
Your kids didn't give you $20,000?
Yeah.
No, they didn't.
And they're
You're
terrible
right.
at naming animals.
Right,
in
so
my
verbal
experience.
contract.
It would be like Snowball or something.
No, I would
silly,
pick one so much better.
No.
So verbal contract, if you win this money, we get to name your dog, yes?
As long as it's not offensive that I'm going to call out at the dog park.
No, we don't make the rules, mate. You might want to read the T's and C's to this 20 grand.
Yeah, I might read the fine print.
No, this is our competition.
I love that your distrust in us is so well placed.
I listen every morning.
I know, right? You know us. Okay, so there was a new clue that dropped yesterday. It was, of course, Everything I Do It For You by Bryan Adams. So I hope that helped. We know that The Last Remaining Voice has been in TV shows and movies and the Star Spangled Banner as well.
So we know which voice we're concentrating on right now, so we'll play the voices for you one last time.
I listen to Nova.
Let's do this.
There we go,
Okay, for $20,000 of dog money,
Let's
Janine.
name a dog.
Who are our 4 mystery voices in order, please?
Okay, we've got Courtney Vine, Shakira,
Yeah.
Kevin Costner, and this one's a tricky one.
Yeah.
Dilruk Jurasingh.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's Dilruk's
You know
right.
what? We're fine with that.
Okay.
Kevin
Costner.
Kevin Costner,
I
bodyguard.
see where you're coming
Yeah,
from.
so do I. I know, but we're still a bit upset with him because he's not
Yellowstone.
going to do the whole final season of Yellowstone.
TV thing.
TVs and movies, yeah.
TVs and movies.
I Field
yes.
of Dreams. Field of Dreams.
There was a lot of Google searching last night by my husband for this one. So
Really? What about, did he show you all the whole internet history?
I don't want to see that.
Not that silly, Nathan.
I mean, at this point, Janine, we're just grateful you didn't say Keith Urban for starters.
I
So
mean,
well
my,
done.
my Google search is all dogs.
Okay, yeah, right.
Oh,
yeah,
honey.
yeah.
She really needs a dog.
Is it the right
$20,000.
name for a spoodle of some sort or a doodle?
We might need to call it Kevin.
Kevin, it's a good name for a dog.
Nah, it's not
Kevin's
offensive
a good
enough.
name for a dog.
Oh, you don't know what his last name is. So Courtney Vine, Shakira, Kevin Costner, and Dilruk Jurasingh.
That's right, everyone. And remember, this is dog money.
$20,000 of dog money.
Little Kevin Arseface. And you always have to say his name.
Yeah, it's hyphenated.
Kevin
hyphenated.
Oh my God.
What's his middle name?
Pixies.
Okay, let's get
Janine.
serious.
Oh, Kevin Arseface.
Janine,
Yes.
it's not Kevin Costner.
Oh, no dog for me.
I know, we're devastated. Devastated. And I can see why you would settle on that as an answer, because it does fit the clue.
It does.
It's a clue.
We can draw a line through Kevin Costner.
Just another woman being hurt by Kevin. That's why they don't name people Kevin anymore.
I didn't know that about Yellowstone, by the way. You just broke it to me.
I know.
And I'm heartbroken.
Yeah, he's like, I might come back for some of it. Like, come back for all of it, mate. What else are you doing?
And you've got a divorce to
My
pay
thing
for.
is, don't make something we love and then stop making it because you're done.
Yeah. That's a really good point, Nate.
It's not Kevin Costner, everybody. Draw a line through that. Do not guess it again or we'll be furious with you.
Nathan, Nat, and Shaun podcast.
Tomorrow on the show, Bluey fans.
That's right. We've got Bluey's mum, Chili.
Chili is on the show. How good's
Bluey's
that?
mum, Chili. What, Pricey? Did you just
Pricey just lost her mind.
Get over here.
What?
I know. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
I love Chili.
Yeah.
I totally relate to her. Isn't that weird?
Really? What do you relate to her with the most?
She's a working mum.
Yeah. Well, just everything. And then at one point they were changing over. Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine.
Boring.
No, we love
But
this.
they were changing Bluey and Bingo's room over, and they were getting rid of the cot, and it was emotional for Chili. Like Chili was like, so
My
many
baby's
years, blah,
growing
blah.
up.
Yeah, and the dad Bandit walks in. He's like, righto, just chucking that one out, am I? Like, just literally no emotion, and just this
Bloody
really
Bandit,
struck home,
eh?
didn't it? Bandit, it did, and I was like, Chili, I love you. I can relate.
I thought it was a joke when adults are saying that they love Bluey probably more than their kids, but it's true.
It's so relatable. I love it. It's actually really funny. They go to Bunnings.
We'll have to catch up in a few episodes.
And you feel exactly like Chili.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I love her. Oh my God, that's so exciting, guys.
Yeah. Pricey. Make sure you listen tomorrow. Tune in.
And they go
We're
to
going to have one
Bunnings.
listener.
And they go to Bunnings.
I know, she sold it, obviously.
This is the Nathan, Nat, and Shaun podcast.
Time for us to get out of here, but Ross is standing by, of course.
Hello.
We've talked about. Is your household a Bluey household?
Yeah, definitely. It is. It's very.
So you're excited as well about Chili being on the show tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm more of a Bandit fan.
I've called you a bandit for many years, Ross.
Speaking of bandits, Maggie Dent this morning talking about Shawnee Mac and how he's good friends with his Willie.
Yes, he is. He is.
It's hard to split us apart, to be honest.
Some might say it's Shaun's only friend.
Yeah, that's true.
They spend a lot of time
There's
together.
no complaints, I know that.
Nathan, Nat and Shaun is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.